Let that sink in. They are saying that she put Prince Philip, which is the Queen Elizabeth's husband, that she'd been married to since Lord knows when, since the 1920s. They saying no, she been married to this motherfucker since the 40s, the 1940s. You mean to tell me this man is 99 years old? How much these devils really think they're gonna live forever? The way she treated our queen, and some of these niggers fell for this shit. I'm sitting here like, y'all niggas are dumb. Yeah, one thing about black people that bothers the fuck out of me, and this is why you don't hear from me no more. Cause I learned my lesson with black women. They not on code. Niggas don't know how to stay on code. I don't give a fuck what you do. If something that represents your legacy, your skin color, you're benefiting, you're getting privilege from something, you stay on code at all times. Because if you don't, motherfucker, you are jeopardizing your privilege, dumbass. You jeopardizing that shit. You don't think Tyrone saw... Let me give you an example. You don't think Tyrone saw light-skinned men? Oh, you know, them light-skinned niggas is weak. You know what I'm saying? Light-skinned niggas is played out. They was really dogging light-skinned black men out. To the point that light-skinned black men couldn't even get no pussy. Now, I know that there was some dark-skinned guys, you know, when dark-skinned men became popular because of these stupid bitches, they was sitting here looking at this shit like, yo, man, that's kind of wrong, y'all. We shouldn't do them like that. You know what I mean? Y'all being mean for no reason. I know a lot of them thought that shit was fucked up. But they stayed on code. And they let the lynching happen. Why? Because they said it's time for us to taste some of that light-skin privilege. It's our turn, and we're going to do whatever it takes for us to get put on the map. So we're going to sit here and watch you rape this light-skinned nigga that just went to jail. He got green eyes. He look like Prince. Even though this nigga's cool as fuck, you know what I'm saying? He's a good guy. I'm going to turn my back and act like I didn't see a bunch of dark-skinned niggas drag this nigga, put a blanket over his head and rape him. I'm going to act like I didn't see that. Why? Because you are on code. It's dog eat dog. And that's why I said that's what they doing to Meghan Markle. And these stupid black bitches. Why are you joining Becky? That's what I don't understand. I don't give a fuck what Meghan Markle did. What kind of scandal that she was caught up in. Why are you joining in on the lynching? We finally made it to the Royal Palace, and your dumbass ain't got enough sense to stay on code. You see this?
This is very self-explanatory, and this is a similar thing you'll find with many different content creators like yourself. But some people are self-aware, and they're self-aware enough to know what they are, what they're doing, and how they're trying to instigate a certain reaction, basically. Even if they are not on quote, they're just basically trying to talk the talking points that'll get people riled up, even if it doesn't rile them up. That's like Cynthia G, for example. For you, you say stay on code, but you don't even know your code. That's a problem with you. You don't know your code. Because you are right that you need to stay on code with Meghan Markle. Since you're a lighter-skinned woman. You said this already with dark-skinned men and light-skinned men. And how dark-skinned men needed to stay on code with light-skinned men, right? The same would apply with Meghan Markle and dark-skinned women. And this is the thing you were talking about earlier, and I'm going to do a video on that part, but the thing is, you guys talk about how you are side-eyeing people who are mixed race. That's the thing about light-skinned women. Regardless if we're black or if we're mixed, we never stay on code. That's the truth. We never do. You know, we're always tearing each other down, it seems like. One trying to say, oh, one's mixed, oh, one's this color, one's that. You know, dark-skinned people, I will say, stay on code way more than the lighter end. And I've said this plenty of times. This is why you can see on this YouTube channel, well, not channel, but the YouTube streets, you can find there are no light-skinned Chrissies, but there are dark-skinned Chrissies, and they do very well. Because dark-skinned women stay on code with each other, and they only stay on code with each other. Other people, it's open season for them, but they won't do that to each other. See, that's what you're saying about Meghan Markle. Of course they would bring on the lynching. Many of the time, when it comes to light-skinned women and light-skinned men, like you mentioned with dark-skinned men, the lynching can occur with white people and dark-skinned black people who will condemn light-skinned people together. And you know who's not on code? It's people like you and I who aren't going to be on code because we're busy trying to take someone down because they're mixed, or trying to take down someone because they're too dark for being light, or trying to go for anything, you know? Like, it's always that infighting, like mixed people infighting with black people fighting the mixed people, then those of different shades, those who are too light going after the ones who are darker, or the darker ones going after the ones that are too light. You know, the lighter side of the spectrum of the black and biracial people, black and black adjacent people, it's as if, you know, who can't be on code? Specifically light-skinned people. You know, especially women. Light-skinned women definitely can. And light-skinned men, I don't think, can be on code much of the time either. The main reason why light-skinned people also have a problem with being on code is because they cater to dark-skinned people. And many of them will cater to dark-skinned black men, dark-skinned black women, and so forth, you know. You yourself, you know, you catered for a while to dark-skinned black women. When you do that, you try and take on the idea and the persona and the ideas of the dark-skinned black woman. And that's why you'll be side-eyeing someone who's mixed race. Because you're trying to take on their perspective. You're trying to be like, I'm with them. But you have to understand, you're never going to be with them in their eyes. So that's just my perspective on that. It's like, you know, you're saying stay on code, but you can't even stay on code yourself. And this is nothing against you. I think it's more of a confusion thing. And the reason why is because, you know, you'll have dark-skinned black people who will shame you for your features, like I've seen happen to you several times. When you would signify you are different, they would try and come for you on your facial features and so forth, and try and attack your facial features. You know, that's what they often do, is they try and go after your black features to try and say, hey, you're not better than me, and all that stuff. Point is, you have to understand, when they do that, they're staying on code. They're staying on code for their own interests, and as a dark-skinned black person who will never see you as the same thing. So just understand that everything that they're doing is never including you. And that's them staying on code. You need to stay on code as well. I understand what you're saying about Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle would represent your phenotype, your background to some extent. Yes, you are black, and she is mixed. But if you actually think of it, you are a mix of black and white, just on a higher level. But that's a whole different story. But, you know, you guys do share similarities in skin tones being lighter. She might be a lot lighter than you, but you are still in the same category. You see, you don't see dark-skinned black people saying that this person is a lot darker than me, so I can't align with them. You know, you wouldn't see someone like Gabrielle Union, since she can't align with someone who's like Alec Wegg's color. You know what I mean? Everyone's going to say they're all dark-skinned. You know, no one's making a distinction like that, saying that they're not. It's the same thing here. You know what I mean? Someone might be a lot lighter than you, but at the same time, it is your image. And so that's just my thing in that. It's like, to me, staying on code is such a thing, but as you pointed out with dark-skinned men, it is specific to your phenotype. Dark-skinned men staying on code, light-skinned men staying on code, light-skinned women staying on code, dark-skinned women staying on code. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say here. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, comment down below, and have a great day. Bye, guys.